More Disney drama surrounding Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler is quickly becoming one of the most unlikable people we have seen in Hollywood in several years. And that speaks volumes because a lot of people in Hollywood are very unlikable. But Rachel Zegler continues to show how incredibly unlikable she is. She has no respect for the source material at all. And now we're seeing the reaction to the first trailer for the live action Snow White movie, and it's getting absolutely wrecked. But she said something today on Twitter that has been very, very interesting, and there's been some very interesting responses to that. So first, before we get to what she said on Twitter, let me remind you of this interview right here from Rachel Zegler.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie.
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. I mean...
So that's Rachel Zegler in her interview talking about the movie and her pure disgust for the original animated classic that Walt Disney created. And it's becoming a common theme at the Walt Disney Company that they kind of despise Walt and all of his vision and creation. That's been pretty obvious. But of course, we do have the live action trailer now. And guess what? 464,000 downvotes, nearly 500,000 downvotes on this trailer. The people have spoken and they don't like it. They don't like it at all. They don't want anything to do with this. It's getting crushed. So Rachel Zegler decides to go on Twitter and says, "I love you all so much. Thank you for the love and the 120 million views on our trailer in just 24 hours. What a whirlwind. I'm in the thick of rehearsals for Romeo and Juliet, so I'm going to get out of here. Bye now." Hey, I mean, whatever. Not a terrible statement. She said what she said. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that everybody hates it, which they do. But then she follows up with, "and always remember, free Palestine." Well, I'm not here to get into the back and forth between all of that. I am going to get into the point of you're actually promoting something for Disney, and you're making a political statement. Interesting. Our very own Drunk 3PO has a great question here. "Hey, Rachel Zegler, big fan. Just a question. You post some things that some might say are politically controversial. Are you worried that Disney might fire you and remove you from all future projects for your stance because they did the same thing to Gina Carano? Or are you okay with these kinds of posts?" It's a simple question for Rachel Zegler and for Disney. We all know the answer to that question. It's the hypocrisy that we continue to see over and over again from the Walt Disney Company after what they did to Gina Carano, and how they have no problem with Rachel Zegler running her mouth about her politics, but apparently Gina Carano couldn't do it. And of course, the Gal Gadot and Rachel Zegler dynamic has created a lot of questions. This is a Israeli website, and Gal Gadot's colleague in Snow White calls for free Palestine. Rachel Zegler, the actress starring in Disney's highly anticipated remake, posted a pro-Palestine tweet that sparked an online storm. Within hours, the tweet garnered over 250,000 views and numerous responses, predictably split between those supporting her statement and those backing Gal Gadot. Rachel Zegler, known for her role in West Side Story, is now playing Snow White in Disney's live-action remake, has stirred controversy with her public support for Palestinians. Despite sharing the screen with Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen, Zegler does not hesitate to express her political views, especially concerning the Israel-Palestinian conflict. 3 days after the official release of the first trailer and the highly anticipated live-action version of Snow White at Disney's fan convention, and following following a wave of anti-Semitism and pro-Palestinian attacks on Gadot Online, Zegler decided to make clear which side of the conflict she supports. And here you go. So yeah, it's a shit show. It's an absolute shit show. And again, Jay's question is the perfect question. If they did it to Gina Carano because she shared a controversial political opinion, why are they not doing something to Rachel Zegler? Why are they not stepping in with Rachel Zegler? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? But it's just more Disney hypocrisy. And Disney's dealing with a lot right now with their theme parks. There's a massive controversy going on with their theme parks after the announcements at Disney D23. Now you have this live action Snow White trailer, live action, that's getting absolutely wrecked. No one is looking forward to this. Everyone's roasting it. And now Rachel Zegler is stepping on a landmine right now on social media. And you have a lot of controversial takes on one side or the other. Where does Disney stand? Well, we know one thing's for sure. They don't like Gina Carano talking about conservative opinions and conservative values. That's what we do know. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.